Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. Primetime is out there with Hawkins, and it's Hill in its center. And for Charlotte, Miller is out there with John Collins. Then there's Moody. Then it's Williams. And it's Ball in at the one spot. One thing we expect to see a lot of here tonight is quality ball movement, Steve, from these two pass-first teams. It should be fun.
It should be. I love the way they share it. But with all the passing, I think ball security will be a factor here. More movement means more opportunities for a steal.
Collins against Williamson.
Get there. Get outside.
Here's Hill. Second chance shot. The Hornets pull it in, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Now, here's Ball. To the middle. Collins dishes to Miller. Here's Moody. Williams trying to break free. Kicks it out to Collins. Miller outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Ingram. Shots good by Miller.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Drills the three-pointer.
What a smart look from Zion, setting up his teammates, not trying to do it all himself.
Down low, here's Moody. The second chance effort, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
Free throw good, Moody. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him.
Hey, you get shooter. I got him.
You got this guy right here? Yeah, I got big man.
And so he makes both from the line. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Ingram kicks to Williamson. It's Hawkins on the wing.
Pick up your man.
Passes it to Hill. 4 on the clock. Over Williams. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And finished off by Collins.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins, a high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
And Smitty taking a look at John Collins here, a big man with considerable versatility.
He's a talented big for sure, Kevin. I'd like to see him become a little more consistent from the outside. If he's able to do this, he could be really dangerous.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Moody. His last outing, he had 8 points. Williams, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Jones. To the paint, here's Hawkins. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Beautiful pass by Jones, keeping his head on a swivel and creating the wide open look.
The Pelicans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Hawkins. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Collins. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Collins has got his second basket of the game. Ingram against Miller. The pass to Williamson. Back to Ingram. Outside Hill. Jones looking for an opening. Williams with the block. They get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Ball. Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Hill. An even 3-on-3 break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Power and control from Zion. He's able to find a shot despite the foul.
For New Orleans, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. And when you take a look at the standings so far, is it too early, Smitty, to tell which teams are good and which are not?
Yeah, I think so. There's still so much left of the season, and a lot can happen. I don't think you can jump to conclusions just yet.
So we can't get either to fall.
Certainly goes to the line a lot, a spot where Williamson would like to become more efficient.
To the inside, and the dunk by Williamson.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Miller with a wide open look. Here's Williams, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one, and Williamson gets it to go. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And the Hornets making a change here. Smith has checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Pass is checked in. And it's Payton in for Herbert Jones. Passes it to Payton. Here's Peterson. Outside, Payton fires the 3. Highland with the rebound. And for the Hornets, they're shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway.
And it's nice to have a guy like Highland out there so good at creating his own shot if he has to.
Bones is aggressive and accurate off the bounce. He's got tremendous speed with the ball in his hands, and he loves to play one-on-one. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Highland passes to Smith, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, Payton. Back to McCollum. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Here is Bass following the bucket by the Hornets. Payton from outside. Highland with the rebound. The Hornets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Smith on the wing. Over Payton. And Charlotte again with the bucket. There's 31 seconds left in the first.
Get CJ.
Highland against McCollum. Tipped away. Gibson with the steal. Highland against McCollum. They get it back. Out to Smith. Goes back up. The shot off that time.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hornets on top, leading by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
So for New Orleans right now, Hawkins is out there at prime time. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Hill, and it's Bass in at the power forward. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Smitty, who are some of your favorite teammates during your 14 years in the league?
Kevin, there's so many. Glenn Rice, Dikembe Mutombo, Ronnie Cycli, Kevin Willis, Stacey Allman, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and the list goes on.
Now here's Bass. Still scoreless.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, primetime in the last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He scored 45 points, and to everybody's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He made a number of threes. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Miller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Hawkins passes to primetime. And the Pelicans miss again.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Ball driving in, and he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Hornets lead.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
And it's prime time missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Moody Up and in on the layup.
Timeout.
Moody's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 9. Hawkins passes to primetime. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Jones, no luck.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Ingram. Hasn't made one yet. Count that bucket.
Showing what a skilled passer he is. Ingram with the beautiful dime there.
Ball, the bounce pass. Ingram against Collins. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Ingram. And yes, it's good. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nimble ball handling by Ingram, allowing him to beat the D and find his shot.
Gibson dishes the ball. Williamson is checked in for Hawkins. Now, Highland. He had 19 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Grimes. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Ingram. Williamson, the pass to primetime. Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Zion plays with so much power. I love seeing him go strong like this.
Ball up top, defended by Jones. The wide open look here for Highland. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. To the middle, here's Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Collins.
This is where you like to see Zion go to work in the lane, where his size is a decided advantage.
Smith checked in for Ball. And the Pelicans also making a change. Peterson's checked in. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And how about a look at the most recent power ranking? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Taking a look at Atlanta, they lose the top spot, taking a step back now to number 2.
And when you look at what the Pelicans are, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead. They know there's still a lot left to prove.
Now, here is Smith. 9-point game his last outing. 3-pointer. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Ingram on the wing. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Island with it, now guarded by Primetime. Island with it, 5 points in the game. Good D by Williamson.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Primetime, the pass to Williamson. And he hits it to tie the game up. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is why Williamson was a former #1 pick, because of how effortlessly he can take over games.
Charlotte no good that time either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jones in the post. He's against Smith. Jones, no luck. Smith outside. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. No good with the elbow jumper. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got Williams. Miller is out there with Collins. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Moody in at the 2 guard. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Back to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. He has that swag going on right now. When the defense steps back on him, he loves taking advantage of it.
Miller outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Primetime. He's got 10. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Miller. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Gibson's checked in.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man.
Ball hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
A moment here now to see the numbers for LaMelo Ball. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. But if you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. Here's prime time. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And it's prime time missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Gibson. He has yet to score. Here's Moody. 5 to shoot. Primetime grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And here is Ball, following the 3 from primetime. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
That free throw missing.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Bass is checked in, and it's Peyton in for primetime.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man.
And he's good on the second. New Orleans gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Who's watching here?
And here's Bass. Scoreless thus far. Kicks it to Peyton. Hill left side. Just 4 to shoot. Over Gibson. Hill, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
The Pelicans have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Bones Highland is checked in for the Hornets. And the Pelicans also making a change. Peterson's checked in. So it's the Hornets now. Miller outside.
Right, over here. I'm up.
Back to Gibson. Right wing. Here's Highland. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. New Orleans in the lead. The shot by Peyton, no good.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Highland against Peyton for the lead. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got 8 points. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Bass. Nothing on the board. Here's Peterson. And the Pelicans miss again. Swiped it away. Here's Shackle. Drops in the breakaway layup. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside Gibson. To the left side wing. Peyton against Highland. It's stolen. Gibson with the steal. Now, here's Moody. Tight defense on him. Ball against Payton. Now here's Ball. Outside Gibson. Clock at 4. Miller finds Highland. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Gibson with the steal. Moody the pass to Highland. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Payton against Ball. Here's Moody. He's got 7. Fires from way outside. Pelicans with the rebound.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Hawkins kicks to Payton. And he lays it straight in. Payton's got the lead back up to 3 now for New Orleans.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Ball. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Highland misses. He gets it up. He doesn't hit that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pelicans lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Hawkins is out there with prime time, and it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Smith, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The drive by Williamson. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith inside, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Sinks the triple.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Dishes it to Collins. Williams passes to Collins. Smith on the wing. From 12 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Ingram. Grimes passes to Collins. Here's Grimes. The pass to Highland. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's prime time. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
McCollum's checked in for New Orleans.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the paint. Pass to Grimes. And again, the Hornets missing. Pelicans leading by 3. Baseline jumper. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
McCollum against Highland. Passes to Grimes. The long distance 3 is buried.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's primetime. Williamson, the pass to primetime, and the shot goes in. 23 points for primetime.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Get going.
Smith outside. And it's sent back by Hill. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Primetime's shot is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Hornets call time here. One guy has been getting it done is primetime.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game. Primetime.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Not afraid of the moment. Colin takes pride in making important shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. On defense, Charlotte.
No.
Primetime, the pass to Ingram.
Kick it out.
Shoots over ball. And it's Ingram missing.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Moody.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now here's Williamson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion when it matters.
Pass to Moody. Down low. The kick out to Ball. And it goes down 2 points.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man Ball is used to the spotlight.
And it's prime time missing. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hawkins is checked in. There's 1:34 left here in the fourth quarter. Ingram finds Hill. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's prime time and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Ball with it. The pass to Moody. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Pass to Hill. To the inside. Williams with the block. And they're able to recover. Just 3 to shoot. And good that time.
Timeout.
Primetime's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And the Hornets call time here. They're down by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Hawkins. Pass to Moody. Here's the 3. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Williamson in the post. He's guarded by Collins, and it's Williamson missing.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
Absolutely. The prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 3-point lead. And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
And here's Charlotte.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Out to the right wing. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. The offensive rebound.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.